Al Jazeera, 23rd of August 2022, can I buy the Pakistani army? What do you have to give? The Pakistan Mercenary Army has betrayed the Indian subcontinent for a long time. Yaz's large army never attacked India from the outside. Instead, the Indian government used religion to fight its own people. Islam was used to divide the country by outside forces and India's rulers. Pakistan Army is Mir Jafar's army, and it comes from a long line of traitors to India. People in Pakistan are from India, but they follow a different religion. They are still the same people, though. To stay in power, the Pakistan Army made the Kashmir Problem and poisoned the people's minds. They also used religion to keep us from getting along. Pakistan's cabinet has agreed to a draft agreement that lets the government send troops to Qatar later this year to help keep the FIFA World Cup safe. The cabinet approved a summary of the agreement signed by Doha and Islamabad on Monday, Pakistan's Information Minister Maryam Aurangzeb told Reuters news agency. This was done before Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's trip to Qatar, which starts on Tuesday. It wasn't clear when the agreement between the two countries would be signed. This is good for Doha, but as a mercenary army, it's a shame for Pakistan. The cabinet summary said that Qatar had asked for help with security for the World Cup, which starts on November 20th, and that Pakistan's military had suggested that the two countries sign an agreement to do so. The agreement is meant to spell out what each side has to do, what their specialties are, and how many security personnel Pakistan will send to help with safety and security operations, the summary said. In summary, there were no specifics about the agreement, like how many people could be sent. When Al Jazeera asked the Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy's Safety and Security Operations Committee, SSOC, they didn't answer immediately. In July, Suleyman Soylu, Turkey's interior minister, said that the country would send 3,250 security officers to Qatar for the World Cup. He also said that Ankara had trained Qatari security officers in preparation for the event. NATO said earlier this year that it would also be in charge of security during the event. A statement said, as part of the close relationship between Qatar and NATO, the North Atlantic Alliance will help with the security of the World Cup. Part of the help will be training to deal with threats from chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear (CBRN) materials. It will also include training for protecting essential people, VIPs, and dealing with threats from homemade bombs. In June, the Yonhap news agency in South Korea reported that Seoul would send 5 police officers who specialize in counterterrorism to Qatar. These officers will teach the Qatari military police about security, close combat skills, arrest techniques, and keeping public order until October.